anticipated earlier, or I said that I would earlier. But I'm back, man. We're here. Snowed in. It is crazy. It's looking crazy outside. And looking across the street right now, I see cars that if you didn't know they were cars, you probably wouldn't. You'd think that it was just snow. You know what I mean? It's just acres and acres of just snow everywhere. Um. So yeah, just take a look out the window. Look at that. Huh? Yeah. It is absolutely diabolical outside. But you know something? It's a blessing, though. I'm gonna say that, man. I'm gonna say it's a blessing. You know what I mean? And I put the best is yet to come, right? I put the best is yet to come as the title, right? And the best is yet to come is not me referring to the blizzard. The best is yet to come is directed to you and your life, our life collectively. And I feel if we can all get our consciousness in order, intact, in alignment with the will of Jah, then we can have a beautiful, beautiful experience here. We all can have a beautiful experience here. But the thing is, some people want to be selfish. Some people believe that their experience is the only experience that matters. When in actuality, everyone's experience matters. Right? So, yeah, man, that's just, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Let's see something real quick. Yeah, man. So with everything that's happening around the world, I know, you know what I mean, you probably see a lot of crazy stuff happening in the news. You're probably experiencing some things right now where you might be thinking to yourself, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna make it out of this situation. But you just gotta keep going, man. You just gotta keep going, you know what I mean? And when I say keep going, I don't mean just an autopilot just going through the motion. What's good? What's good, Aaron? Big up yourself. Hey, what's going on? I don't mean just being an autopilot, just going through the motions. I mean going through it, but with purpose. Going through it knowing that the difficult times will end. Going through it knowing that, yeah, things may not be all the way pleasant right now, but I know that in the future that things will change. You understand what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times when people get overwhelmed, they tend to just sort of just give up or whatever it is. But that can't be in your vocabulary, no matter what. I'm the first person watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that, man. Make sure you subscribe too. Hit that like button. Maybe you're maybe you're the first person to hit that like button as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But yeah, snowed in, and you know what I mean. The message is gonna be positive because you know what I mean. Regardless of what it is that's happening around me, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. You know what I mean? And you know, my heart goes out to a lot of people that even at times when things aren't all the way perfect, right? Even at time, I think somebody is okay. I thought they had their phone out, right? Even at the worst of times, you understand what I'm saying? You have to realize that again, these things will change, right? You have to have that perspective. If you don't have that perspective, man, then you know what I mean. You're done. You're absolutely done. Pardon me, I'm I'm keeping watch outside because I got my window all the way open, with the blind and everything. So you know what I mean. There's a few people looking in here while I got the setup. You know what I mean. Particularly this in that window directly across right there, but it is what it is. They could be looking at the snow as well, but it's just how it's set up. It kind of, you know what I mean. It's kind of throwing me a little bit. But yeah, man, we've all been through things, and we all go through things in life. That's just what life is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're gonna go through certain things and it's not gonna be pleasant. But at the end of the day, who you are is how you're gonna respond. You know what I mean? Or the frequency that you're tapped into. If you don't have a reserve of, you know what I mean, of strength, basically, to put it mildly. Somebody said, "Is it cold?" Yeah, it's cold outside, but the heater works now. Fortunately for us, the heater works. So um, it's not as cold as it would be if this was 1800. So again, that's something to be grateful about. You understand what I'm saying? So even something as easy, as simple as that, right? Like you look at that and you just express your gratitude and you appreciate it. Appreciate the fact that because last year, you know what I mean, there was a big problem with the boiler, all that type of sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about last year, the winter, this winter, but just last year. You know what I mean? Like in I was gonna say in October, but like November, December, when right around when it started, the heater it wasn't working. You know what I mean? It wasn't working and it was really bad. So it was some very cold night. And then the other day it kind of stopped a little bit as well. But we got it fixed and here we are now. It's warm, right? It's a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that I really appreciate, you know, and I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted because if you were to go to, you know, Times Square or you were to go to Penn Station right now, for sure. If you go to Penn Station right now, it's a bunch of people that don't have a place to stay. It's cold. They sleeping on the floor. You understand what I'm saying? And what's meant to be a first world country, what's meant to be, you know, what's meant to be the greatest country. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that's homeless, that's sleeping in what's a transportation center in Penn Station, sleeping on trains, all of that sort of stuff. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's something to be grateful for right there. So, again, you might have something that you may feel like you need to give your energy to complain about right then and there, but it's like, you know what I mean? You might have something going simultaneously with that, and you might feel to yourself, damn, well, I can't focus on that because I got this going on. But the fact still remains, there's something that you have in your life that you could be blessed about. Is it matter? There's something where you have in your life where you could be blessed about. You know what I mean? So somebody say, do you want to know how old I am? I mean, look, man, if you would like to share, you know, that's cool. You see, the thing is, the content that I put out here, it's not something that's um I try not to, you know, basically do anything that kids can't watch. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I would rather people be 18 and up. You understand what I'm saying? Watching my content. I would rather that. You dig what I'm saying? So if you're not, then I would rather you just leave. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with you. I would rather you, because I think a lot of the stuff that we talk about, not to say again, people could listen, you know, kids could listen, but at the same time, it's like it's a lot of adult. I just wouldn't want to, you know, I just wouldn't want them to maybe experience some of the things that adults would probably want to shield them from. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody say hello, I'm here. Big up, big up, big up. Saima. Saima? Am I saying your name right? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Big up, Saima. She Zadi. Shaima Sezadi. Look, listen. I'm gonna just call you Shaima. I know I may not be saying your name correctly, but big up and thank you so much for joining. You see, man? My real name is Fatima. Big up to Fatima. Okay, Fatima, I know. Fatima, I know. You know what I mean? I met a few Fatimas in my life. And big up to yourself, Fatima. It's a beautiful name. The Fatima I knew was African. That one lady that used to work with my mom. And there was another Fatima that I knew. But yeah, big up yourself. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all outside again one more time. Somebody just walked past. But that's what it's looking like outside, y'all. Outside looks like that. Mm 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 mm. Mm mm. That's what outside looks like. Mm-hmm. Hey, and you know something too, man? Jose Mourinho, man. I don't know how many of you guys in this chat right now watch. Somebody just texted me. Hold on, let me see what that's all about. Hold on. Oh, okay, 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 okay. That's my cousin, I believe. I didn't have her number stored, but because I think she got a new number or something. You dig what I'm saying? I think she got a new number or something. Yeah, man, it's a lot of snow, bro. It's a lot of snow happening outside. But again, blessed to be in here where there's a heater that works. Blessed to have, you know what I mean, been able to clean up in here, clean up out there. You dig what I'm saying? Blessed, you know what I mean? Just try to vibrate in that blessed frequency, man. Understand that you are blessed, you know what I mean? And yes, you do have people that are selfish in this world that just want things for themselves, you know what I mean? But when you get to the point where you realize that I'm having this experience not only as myself, but as you as well. You know what I mean? Because everything is energy. Everything goes back to this oneness. You know what I mean? Everything is energy. Then we'll realize that, yo, yeah, actually, I would like to share, you know what I mean, this planet with you. You dig what I'm saying? Let's start there. But you have some people that believe that they're the only ones that should have rights. You have people that feel as if other people should be below them or under them and all of that sort of stuff. Nah, we ain't on that frequency. You dig what I'm saying? And we'll do whatever it is to maintain and keep our, you know what I mean, to keep our freedom. And, you know what I mean? Just, that's just how we look at it. But at the same time, it's just, you know what I mean? We know we blessed, you know. He said, I only see two people chatting. What should we kind of do? Look, man, it is what it is. I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? Stay, go, doesn't matter. The message doesn't change. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm not going to stop saying what it is that I need to say. You dig what I'm saying? Because I was inspired to do so. You know what I mean? And there's somebody out there that needs to hear this. Maybe it's you. You know what I mean? But again, around here, we're in the spirit of gratefulness. You know what I mean? That's the frequency that we're in, regardless of what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, hey, you could be going through some stuff in life and you don't know where the blessing's coming from. You know what I mean? You don't know where the blessing coming from, where it's gonna be. But once you start looking right now to the blessings that you do have right now, and not just looking at it just because you have to, looking at it and genuinely feeling appreciation for it, that starts to open up different doors for you, man. You understand what I'm saying? You start to now see more things that you could be grateful for. I mean, and that just starts to have a ripple effect. You just start being grateful for things. You understand what I'm saying? And that becomes your dominant frequency that you're in. And then before you know it, blessings on top of blessings. You see me? Blessings on top of blessings. Show you outside one more time. Mmm. 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 Mm-hmm. My girl's in the other room. She a little bit loud right now. I ain't gonna hold you. She a little bit loud right now. Yeah, I am on YouTube. Yep. I am on YouTube. You 100,000%. But I don't have anything playing right now on YouTube. But yeah, I do have YouTube Premium, as a matter of fact. I am a premium subscriber as well. So yeah, all the ads and stuff like that, I don't really be watching them, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Just ad free. So if I am even, you know, watching a live, because sometimes, you know, if you're not a premium and you watching a live, sometimes it just, you know what I mean? Like it chops you out of the live and you miss something that may be important, you know? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was just the message, you know what I mean? I'm going to be back again. I'm going to keep doing these lives. One love. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.